Morning guys. Okay, so we've got some chickpeas soaking overnight. We've got the brown chickpeas right there. And we've got the normal white ones. We've got some chopped onions. We've got some tuna. We've got 1 tablespoon of flour. We've got parsley and coriander. And we've got a food processor which I chopped up the onions in. So what I'm going to do, drain off these chickpeas, put some in here with the flour, the onions, tuna, 2 tins of tuna, parsley and coriander, and that's just normal plain flour. All right, and then we're going to season it, blend it up. We're going to make some my style falafel. All right, that's an experiment, so you're gonna have to bear with me and we'll see how it comes out, but just work with me. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so that amount of falafel, I've still got some left in the pot. We're just gonna pour this into our food processor, so let's get that all in. Alright, so that's all in. Right there, real quick. Let's get the onions in. Alright, so that's the onions in. Just make sure I get all the onions in. I might add more chickpeas as I go along, but at the moment we're just you can see what we got. I suppose at this point, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna season it. So let me just grab the seasoning. Right, so just got a little bit of paprika, only a little bit of it. This is my own, we've got turmeric, jeera, cumin, garam masala, a little bit of chili powder, just a little bit, right? We've got my roasted ground black pepper. I make all these myself. Just got a little bit of onion powder now. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna okay, so let's start with this. Let's get these open and I'll add them as I go. Right, so we start off just a little bit, right, half a teaspoon of the onion. We already got onions in there, so I don't really put much of this in there. Right. Half a teaspoon of that. We're gonna go in with some ground black pepper. Half a teaspoon of that also. Actually, might put a little bit more than that. Put 1 teaspoon black pepper in. Right. This is my mix, so let's go in with the cumin and so let's just go in with this now. Right, this is my mix. So we've got 2 teaspoons of that in there. That goes in, and we just want a little bit of this paprika, just a little bit, right? Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay. Right, so that's the dry herbs in. Make sure we got all the onions in. Now we're gonna go in with this whole load of seasoning right here. This is the coriander and the parsley. That's all going in there. Alright, all that in there. Just make sure that that's down at the sides. Don't want nothing frying overboard. Put that all in there. Right, it's all in there. And then I'm just going to give this a quick blitz, and then we're going to add the flour, and then we're going to add the tuna. Alright, so I'll be back. Alright, so let's get the cover on this. Alright, and give this a quick blitz. Okay, so what I've done, I've had to split it. So we got half there. What I also got is some salt. We need to add some salt to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of salt in here. Not a lot, just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and add salt to this as well. And this is just simple Himalayan salt, alright? Let's go ahead and add a little bit more in here. Not a lot. Because we're gonna also add some baking soda. Alright, now we're gonna add some little bit of baking soda in. Not a lot, just a little bit. Alright. Add just a little bit to this as well, just a little bit. Alright. And to be quite honest, that's probably too much. Right, so it's got salt, a little bit of baking soda in. Don't need that anymore. Alright, now this is where I'm gonna add the lemon juice. We're gonna add a little bit of lemon juice to this. Just a little bit. Right. And then we're gonna go ahead and blitz this again. So let's get the cover back on this. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of flour in this one. Half a teaspoon of flour in this. This is just so that it all comes together and holds in a mold. You don't want a lot, so that's half a tablespoon in here in this batch. You basically want it still grainy. So let's put this in and just blitz again. Basically, I'm just going to get this and pour this all into this bowl here. So let me go ahead and spoon that out. Okay, so this is the first batch that's in there. I'll put the tuna in. I'm just going to mix this to a puree. Now we're going to add the rest of this in there. So let's get this all in. All in, weave in. Get that all in there. Right. Get it covered up. Blitz this. keep spooning it down. So let's spoon it down into the mixture. So this is the tuna and stuff. So let's just blitz this down. Right, so what I'm gonna do, this falafel here, just mix it through, make sure it's all combined and mixed. There's no big lumps in there. Right, just gonna mix this through. And we're gonna add half of this to this bowl here. So put half of that like this. We're gonna leave these falafels plain. Right. So we're going to make 1 or 2 of these falafels. That's going to be plain with just the without any tuna. Yeah. Let's get. Actually, I know what I'll do. This is what I'm going to put the plain falafels in. That's it. Alright, so we can put that to one side. That's gonna be. Now we're gonna put the tuna falafel mixed in with this. So let me just spoon as much of this in as I can. So get some of this. I'll tell you what. Let me put the phone down and I'll pour that in. Okay, so with clean hands, de-ringed. Basically just gonna take a little bit of this. It feels quite moist. Might need to add a little bit more flour in. The water comes from the actual tin tuna, but we might get away with it. So let's just, I'm gonna shallow fry this. So it does feel a little bit moist, to be quite honest. But might need to add a little bit more flour in. Right. Tell you what, just take a little bit more less off of this. Right. And let's just give that a little fry. Oops, it's breaking apart. Yeah, as you can see, it literally broke in a pan, but let's just turn this up anyway and see if it will hold. If not, we'll have to add some more flour. So I'll be back. Okay, so the first was a disaster. So this time I had to add some more flour. Alright, so I added flour to both mix. This is the plain falafel. This is the tuna falafel. And just not use normal white plain flour. We've got enough of this, so we can put this to one side. And it was a complete disaster. It was just breaking apart. It's very soft. So now let's test these out and see what they look like. Alright, so we've got them in a pan. Just got a spoon. The fire's on a medium heat. It is pretty soft. I think they said they should be deep frying. So it might need a little bit more oil. Oops. Let's get some more oil in. It should be deep fried really. What you don't want is for it to be falling apart. Right, let's turn the heat up a bit. Let's get a spoon. It really is falling apart, isn't it? Badly. And it's got more oil in. But let's have a look. It's falling apart. It's got loads of little bits in it, but we'll see. See what it comes out like. Okay, that was a fail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some of the, basically when you fried it and you're turning it, you can see that it's splitting up. I'm gonna use a little bit of this oil to base up our oven. The same oil that I've fried the falafels in. Just going to baste the oven with some oil. Right? Get all the little burnt bits of falafel out. So that is nice infused falafel oil. Now we're going to go in and do the same process. Basically make them into, I suppose I can make them into balls in this, and then just bake them. And we will have baked falafel. So just going ahead and forming them with my hands, and once I've done them all, I'll be back to show you. Alright, so let's see what these come out like. There you go, that's one falafel ball done. Okay, there you go, so I'll be back. Right, so what I decided to do is just go ahead and make them into balls. So the ones on the outside parameter are the ones that have the tuna, and the ones in the middle are plain. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just get a little bit more oil in to the pan. A little bit more oil in the pan. Because by right they are supposed to be fried, but I'm going to bake these with just a little bit of oil. Right. I'm going to put these on high heat, the highest temperature, which this oven goes up to 250 degrees. So let's see what that comes out like. Okay, now time to turn these bad boys over. So let me go ahead and just turn these over with two hands. I'll be back. Okay, so that's them all turned over. Looking good. Now we're gonna roast them again and get the bottoms done. Then we're going to leave them to cool off, and that's it. Beautiful, succulent. This is the actual, see if I can get into focus here real quick. That's the plain one. And this one, get the light out of the way there. This is the one that has tuna in. And this is what the balls look like after they're baked. Beautiful, really, really beautiful. Guys, you got to try this. Yeah, I did try to fry it, didn't work. I added a little bit of flour in there, and I baked it. Just a little bit of oil in the pan, and I baked them. And this is what they look like, and they're nice. They're nice and firm. Okay, and that's what they look like on the inside. Beautiful. You've got to try this, guys. All right, give this a try. I'm sure you'll like it. All right, please do subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think when you do try this recipe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.